Hello, wonderful and lovely people. You look so beautiful today. Okay, let's get into it. I can't believe that it is the end of June. We are going into July, and the weather forecasters were not doing very well this week because they said it was supposed to rain all week in New York, and it didn't. So I got some Google AdSense, and I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. All of the Google AdSense goes back into the business so I can make more videos like this. So please like and subscribe if you find anything useful in this video, or if you want to become part of the fam. We talk about budgets, we talk about investing, we talk about finance, affordable finds, and we talk about healthy living, because that's what I think it should be all about, especially if we're trying to be the best versions that we can be. So let's get started. For my Google AdSense, what I normally do, and we're going to do a little zero-based budgeting. We made $250. So again, thank you so much. I really truly appreciate it. This is week 4, so we're going to do a little cash stuffing. It's going to be very little because I did not get a paycheck this week. It was totally my fault. I will tell you about that. But I did do something with this Google AdSense that I will show you a little vlog at the end of this video, so be sure to stay until the end of this video because it's really cool. I'm going to start showing a little bit of how to have fun with budgeting and how to start spending and not feeling guilty about it, because right here on this channel we want to actually live in the present, enjoy our life, have guilt-free spending while investing in ourselves, while being the responsible people that we are, paying all of our bills, yes, investing, yes. But life is not just about that. Life is about the present moment. So if that sounds good, stick with me. So it is the end of week 4, and we have so much to talk about and so many tips to go over with this week's budgeting. So we are going to track the budget. We are going to cash stuff and do some sinking funds. We have a savings challenge, but we will not do that this week. And as I said, we are going to go over what I'm allocating for Google AdSense. It is the last week, so we don't have many bills to pay. In fact, we don't have any bills to pay, which is great. I usually do those at the beginning of either week 1 or week 2. I try to get those out of the way, and then I go to my investing and savings, and we try to allocate as much as that for 10% in investing and 5% in savings, or my sinking funds, and things that are coming up within about 6 months or a year, or if it's student loans, things like that. And then we go to the spending, and I show what I do for allocating. So normally on week 4 is where we have a lot of fun and where we decide to allocate a little more to spending, because everything else, being the responsible people that we are, everything else, now I don't always do that, but everything else is accounted for. So Google AdSense, we are going to count it, and I don't want to get burgled because I'm in New York and we are just not going to carry around cash. I'm sorry. So I just have these placeholders for cash, and the link is below, I believe. So we have 100, 150, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. So 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Putting that over there. Bye. Okay, so we have 250 that we are working with. I'm going to set that aside. And it's 250 because that is Google AdSense. Now, I said that I did not get a paycheck this week, and that is because I forgot to put in my timesheet. Life happens. I have a month's worth of bills. I have a full emergency fund, so we are fine. We are totally fine with that. I am fine with allocating $250. We paid our bills, we paid our investments. You know, it'll just be nice to have the next week. So for the $250, what we are going to do is put it into what I like to call guilt-free spending. This was a term coined by Ramit Sethi. He did Netflix How I Will Teach You How to Be Rich. He has a series on that. I read the book, and I've been using this to see if it works out well. I'm influenced by both Dave Ramsey and Ramit Sethi. So I'm doing his guilt-free spending, where I'm just allocating for spending. This is clothes, shoes. I love yoga, which we'll get into, ballet, opera lessons, voice lessons, my business, eating out. I have student loans if I want to put extra in there, jewelry, makeup, you know, girly stuff. So yeah, we're going to put it all into guilt-free spending. Already allocated to investments, savings, and we paid our bills. Yes, we did. What I want to do with this Google AdSense is mostly put it towards my business, because I would love to make YouTube a bigger platform of mine, because I do want to help as many people as possible with finance, health, and finding affordable finds. I think those are areas that I can help the most people, because I am a finance and accounting major. I have been doing yoga for over 5 years. I'm very into fitness and nutrition, and it's just something that I'm very passionate about, and I know that I can help a lot of people with. So I want to be able to put money into my business. So we are putting a whole $100 into the business. So again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. All of the new subscribers, all of the new friends, I really appreciate everyone that has been with this channel for a day or been with this channel for a year. I really do appreciate it, and I would love to know below what you would like to hear more about. I have so many envelopes. What you would like to hear more about for all of this business. Whether you would like to hear more about health or more about affordable items, it would just be, that would be very helpful. So we're putting 100. Oh, it is the 29th. So we have a total of 110. I didn't spend anything on this yet. So I'm trying to get a studio for all of the YouTube channels, because I have more information, but sometimes it gets drowned out in the literal noise that's around me. But it's not as bad as the other apartment that I was in. So I'm really appreciative of that, and hopefully I'll be able to give you some more. So the next one, we have yoga, going to put 30 into that, and boy do I have a story with that. Okay, so I'm a huge yogi, and I believe in health, that it is essential to life. So I'm just very into health, and it is something on my list that I desperately feel is necessary. Whether it's fitness or nutrition, I definitely think it's something that's necessary. I want to show you what I did, because I did already spend this. So yeah, we're just going to put 30 on here because I already spent it. But I'm going to show you a little hack for my spenders out there who spend way too much and tend to go over budget, or for the people who are terrified of spending. I actually found a hack that I've been doing for about 2 weeks now, and it's just completely changed my life. So we will get to that. Okay, so I did have $20 We went to 30, which should be 50. But I did spend it because I did go to a hot yoga class, and I also went to a yoga class in Times Square. Oh, for the summer solstice. That was so nice. That was a few weeks back, but that was incredible. So we have $20 right now because of that. So I'm just putting this in here just so I remember, but there's only $20 in here. And here it is. This is the one I went to. It's called Bronx Yoga Lab. I have a little vlog on that, and they basically do, it's a literal sauna. Like, you're doing yoga in a sauna. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And so much fun. And you know what? There was a girl that was sitting next to me, and she was doing yoga as well, and you could tell she was a little bit of a beginner, and you know, I just love the energy of yoga. So she was just like, at the end of class, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And I was like, for what? And she was like, I was just following you the whole time. You did so well. And mind you, I have done yoga for 5 years, but this was literally my first class with this instructor here. So I was just like, oh, okay. Thank you. So I just got a new bestie, and this is what yoga does. Like, this is what community fitness classes does. It just like makes you happy. It gives you like positive, loving vibes, and you just feel better. Like, you feel healthier. I got all of the toxins out, so it was great. Felt amazing. So that was the hot yoga that I did. And this is as I said, a lot of this guilt-free spending is non-negotiable. Fitness and nutrition, anything health related, non-negotiable for me. I always put items like this on my list. If I have money, it's just going there. And I don't want to feel bad about it. Okay, so next one we are going to actually put in miscellaneous. And for this, we're actually going to put the rest of the 120, and I will explain. So 20, 50, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. Wait, really? 70, 80. Okay. 100, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19, 20. I need to explain this because I did put this into miscellaneous, but it should go in somewhere else. And for those of you who know me IRL, I have been suffering from migraines for a very long time. And I just wanted to show you that I have another allocation here. So what was recommended to me by my doctor was to get a massage to see if it is tension in there. I went to an ENT, nothing's going on. And she was like, okay, let's do some massages, let's do some yoga, let's get some tea, let's try to see if it's like stress related, because she doesn't want to go to extremes yet. I am getting some more work done, everything like that. So yeah, she told me to get a massage. So that is the moral of the story. So basically I went to this place, and again, I already did this. It's called Nails and Bubbles. It was so much fun, and I have a little vlog at the end. I think I will show you at the end, or it's in my stories. The other one may be in my stories as well, I'm not sure. But I got the sports massage, and it felt so good. Like, it felt amazing. And I'm still so excited about it. Like, it was definitely a lot of money, but they just used like hot stones, and you just go in there, and it's like 2-story building, and it's luxe, and it's just like, oh, felt so good. Oh my gosh. And I was like, okay, well, my doctor recommended this for me, so obviously I have to go, right? But I just think it's so, again, so important to have self-care, because there's been a lot of trauma in my life, and I don't think I processed that trauma, and it's just shown up in my body. Like actually in my body, because I've been having migraines for a very long time, and I'm kind of on a journey to get rid of those migraines. I don't know if I'm going to need to have medication all my life. I don't know if something's going on. We're working on it. We're working on it. But anyway, we got the massage. It was fantastic. I loved the woman who was doing it. And make sure that you tip. So tip was 50% for me. So we did a lot. So I did go over budget here. Did a really good job, and I wanted to make sure she was compensated for it. So, but let me know if you ever do like your nails, or you do massages, or just ever do anything for self-care, anything that you love. Like, let me know in the comments below, because you know, we really should be doing something for ourselves. We really should be in the present moment, having self-care, because I used to be the type of person who wouldn't spend on anything. Literally wouldn't. Literally would just put everything into investing in bills. And that was it. And I realized it was because I was terrified. And I don't want to be that way. I want to experience life and experience what I love and experience, like, go on trips, go on travel, like, and not feel bad about it. Even if it's self-medicated or medicated by a doctor, I highly recommend massages or doing yoga or doing things that you actually love. I had already called and asked because I wanted to know exactly what I was spending on, and then miscellaneous, we are going to put the 120, and we're going to make it that. And then we're going to subtract it right away because, again, I already did it, which is fine. Like, that's fine. But I am going to put another allocation up here. So overall, this was 140. I am going to put an allocation up here for self-care, because I realize that I do need to care for myself more. So we're going to put the 120 in here. There's nothing in here because, again, I already did it. So that pretty much wraps it up for this week. Again, it's the end of the week. I'm getting ready to do my monthly reset, so stay tuned for that. I'm kind of excited about it. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and what I wanted to say for my spenders, like if you are spending and find yourself spending over budget, or for my savers who are extreme savers, I got both of you besties, my extreme spenders and my extreme savers. I got both of you because I am so obsessive. I'm so obsessive. And I go from one extreme to the next extreme. Like, that's just me. You just obsess and are obsessive about one thing. I have been investing like crazy. Like, I literally maxed out my Roth. I literally like put so much into investing. I'm a month ahead of my bills. I have all of my emergency fund, and I'm like, still go, 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 invest, 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 invest. And I'm just like so gazelle intense, but it's like, I don't need to be that way anymore, but it's like you're just terrified. Or on the opposite spectrum, for my lovely extreme spenders, you find yourself like over budget every month, and then you feel bad, and then you feel guilty because you're like, oh, you're like, nothing matters, but like at the same time, I really wanted those shoes, and you know, like YOLO, but at the same time, like you're like, I do want to be responsible. I have the hack of all hacks. Like, I'm not even kidding. So I've been doing this for about 2 weeks now, and I allocated it on my budget. So what you're going to do, and just try this. This is a little experiment. I am not a financial advisor yet. I say yet because I have 2 more years of school. But what I've been doing is, say I had that wonderful, incredible massage that I feel great about. That was $85. The hot stones were $10 extra, plus I tipped, so it was $140 altogether. what I will do is I will allocate that to my self-care. So anything that is under your guilt-free spending, like clothes, shoes, yoga, ballet, that's mine. Like if makeup, jewelry, purses are yours, great. Put it into your line and allocate that. What I go and do is I put twice that amount into my investing. And if you're like, oh my gosh, why? Like, why would you ever do that? And I will tell you why. Because we're doing this before we spend the money. So we are tracking this before we actually go out and spend it. This way, our present self is like, yay, we get a treat, we get a reward for doing a good job working and making money. We get to live in the present. We get to have fun. And your mind is also thinking, oh my gosh, awesome. So I am investing into my future and my dreams and my goals. Great. And I'm doing that twofold so I can have an even better future. For my extreme savers like me, you're like, oh great, the more I spend, the more I invest. Awesome. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, everything needs to go to investments, but then I don't enjoy life. So this is basically a way to stop that and say, no, you need to enjoy life. And the more you enjoy life now, it will come back double in the future. And for my extreme spenders, since this is a week before, it's basically like a pause. And you're like, okay, do I have that $420? Because I do want to be responsible and think in the future. And if I do have that $420, we're going to put that $280 in investing right away and then go out and treat myself. And it's no longer this like guilty spending because we know that we're putting the rest into our future. And I don't know if this sounds crazy or not. It's just an idea I have, just something that I'm personally doing just as an experiment. Let me know in the comments if you think that this is a good idea or not. I've been doing this. So for the self-care, I put $280 into investing. And then for the $30 yoga, I put $90 into investing as well. That is on my budget for week 4. So let me know in the comments if you like this video. I think I'm going to put the vlogs on at the end of this, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for the Google AdSense. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get a studio. I'm trying to help out other businesses that are small. I do want to get some pretty aesthetic envelopes. So I'm looking around on YouTube for the budget with me's that I really like and think are aesthetically pleasing. And hopefully once I've allocated enough, I can spend money to help support them as well, because I get a lot of inspiration from them. So if you like this video, please let me know. Please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
She is working on 3 things right now: herself, her life, her peace. Do not disturb.